What is going on, guys? Rodney here with cryptobros. Welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about a social media based blockchain application called FlipNpik. If I was going to describe FlipNpik maybe in the easiest possible way, it is, or think of it as like Yelp meets Facebook to give you that social media user interface. But the basis of it is to connect local businesses with patrons within your community, within your city, within your neighborhood. As a result of being a contributor on the actual application, you can earn a reward in Flip Social tokens, and you can use that for a bunch of different things with businesses that are actually interacting on FlipNpik. So that is what we're talking about today. Before we jump into today's video, I did just quickly want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Seriously, love and appreciate you guys for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a subscribe button below. All you gotta do is give it a little tap. Love to have you. And then two, even more importantly, because this is an ICO review video, that means I'm giving away $50 in Ethereum. To enter into the giveaway, all you have to do is make sure you like the video, make sure you comment below with your Ethereum address, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and you will be entered in to win. I will say I am traveling for a lot of this week, so I don't exactly know when I'm going to be drawing the winner, but I promise one of you guys will win 50 bucks in Ethereum. All that being said, let's talk about FlipNpik. So here's just kind of the overall basis of the app. Like I said, you as a patron, right? Maybe you want to support your local brewery or your local boutique, and to earn these tokens, all you have to do is interact with your favorite businesses, or maybe not even your favorite businesses, on the application. In return, you will get a reward. So yes, they do have a minimum viable product. You can actually download the application on Android and iPhone. The bummer part is if you are in the United States, there is not any cities or neighborhoods you can choose from. But if you're in like the UK, France, Canada, Ireland, Switzerland, there are cities, and actually a bunch of cities in Canada. You can actually jump on here. We'll actually look at some of the people interacting on the app. So this is very new. At some point, this will make it to the US. The actual website that I'm on right now is the North American-based website. Where we're actually going to flip over to now is their main website. This is FlipNpik.io. And as you can see here, it says the first collaborative social media dedicated to local business. It is in the pre-ICO stage right now. The actual ICO kicks off in 46 days, and they are raising 100,000 Ethereum, which is roughly 35 million euros. Ether is trading right around 450 bucks at the time of shooting this. So anyway, let's just get an understanding of this ecosystem they are trying to build. It says the FlipNpik ecosystem is the first collaborative social media for local businesses operating in an ecosystem based on blockchain technology, in which the value generated and distributed in an equitable and decentralized manner among all active collaborators. That's people like me and you who would potentially be active on the actual application, promoting, sharing the posts from our favorite local businesses. Again, could be a brewery, restaurant, bar, coffee shop, whatever it is. You have the ability to kind of put them out there, draw more people in, and as a result, for you being active, you earn this token. So very simple concept. What I think people are going to say is like, this is a shit coin or a shit project. But I look at some of the things that I even use myself, right? So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this application called Untapped. This is like a craft beer app. You log the beers that you drink, you share your opinion on them, you leave reviews on breweries or different beers that other people can see and actually like, oh, Rodney said he thought this beer was a 5 out of 5. I'm going to try this now. So it's the same general concept, but it's instead of beers, it is based on local shops, And a lot of these people, especially in 2018, like love going out to eat, love trying new wines, love going to new restaurants. So, there is a place for this in the space. And like everybody else, they're using blockchain to kind of incorporate it in there. This is a cool 1-minute video. Definitely check it out. And here's just kind of how like the ecosystem works. Yes, it is a very big graphic, but as long as you are active on the application, you actually earn Flip Social tokens, which we'll talk about. And then from there, you can change your Flip Social tokens into the FNP token, which is the token you would get when you actually buy into the the ICO or trade it on an exchange. And with those tokens, you can actually buy products or services or use discounts. So there's a lot of ways this kind of interacts with local businesses and how to apply these tokens on there. This little piece just kind of talks about the token in general. So it is a utility value of the FNP token. All products and services will be payable in the FlipNpik token within the ecosystem. These are all the businesses that would sign up. And for a social value piece, using the FlipNpik token within the ecosystem contributes to the local economy. One FNP token will be valued at 12 cents. We're looking at how everything's going to break down. ICO token distribution, there will be 425 million FNP tokens distributed at the ICO time. Pre-ICO, and it actually just breaks it all down right here so you guys can check this out. But there will be up to 1 billion tokens, and then it just kind of shows how those are distributed over the next 4 years. So very cool concept. One thing that I came across when I was doing some research on this is FlipNpik is actually, or I don't want to say their parent company, but the company who's putting this on is called FlipTech. FlipNpik is their application, and they've actually kind of started the conception around this from, it looked like 2015, but as we can see, you know, into 2016 and 2017, they developed their app, have their newsfeed going, registration by business by ambassadors, Flip social reward system, active games. As we get into 2018, this is where they start kind of incorporating the blockchain integration. One sweet thing about this is it will be on the Stellar blockchain, so it is cool to see something actively using the Stellar blockchain. Then, of course, they're obviously doing their ICO, the issuance of their token, transaction management, all these different games. Later part of the year, they're really focusing on the platform. I will say, so far, it runs pretty smooth. I went through there, set up a profile. Again, there's nothing in the US, but it's pretty cool. So when you actually pick your location, you would swipe left and right to follow businesses or enter and kind of build your news feed to get up and going. So it is definitely worth checking out if you're in some of these other places. Again, it's Canada, France, Ireland, a lot of different cities in Canada, Montreal, Quebec, etc. on there. As we actually jump into the team, fairly large group of people working on this. CEO, president. We'll actually check out the CEO's LinkedIn profile just because he has a lot of experience just as being an advisor. CEO, CFO, a lot of different things, even as far as starting his own company. But as we go through here, the main part is there are a lot of people on board. Same with their advisor piece. And then even as we go farther, this is kind of the North American-based team. They're calling these collaborators, but you could actually check these guys all out on this website. Just kind of talks about who they are, what they're doing here. You're more than welcome to check out their LinkedIn. But a lot of people involved overall, which just really tells me, look, this is not some very small operation. They've got people to pay. They have people working to kind of launch this. And again, man, I think there is a place for this in the space just because we see how active people are, especially think if you're in like a city like Chicago and how many different bars and restaurants and little shops and all these different things, flower shops, coffee shops that people like to interact with and work with and go to and have that sense of community. So I definitely think there is I don't necessarily want to say a need, but there is a place kind of in this space for an application like this. As we get down to the bottom of the website, you can check out some of their questions and stuff. But flipping over to the actual CEO's LinkedIn page, what we'll see here, and actually we'll just go down to his experience. So he is the CEO of obviously FlipNpik Worldwide. He was the chairman at Geek Code Technologies. This is actually the company that created the application. He was the founder and CEO of Neptune Technologies and Bioresources, senior advisor for Freelance, and a vice president of development at Signal Gene. So a lot of just kind of experience in the business world, making him a fairly good fit for this project. I was going to buzz through this white paper here. It is 66 pages. It's very easy to read. I did it in a couple different sessions, read it through. This is actually one where you can kind of skim it and get the overarching goal fairly quickly on there, so we can check that out. But I do recommend going through the, if you don't want to go through 66 pages, going through the light paper. But I just thought this little piece was cool here. So right now in their minimum viable product at the time that this was actually published, number of businesses on the application, 700, number of users, 6,200, number of ambassadors, 50. Talks about the different categories they have in terms of food and beverages, shopping, beauty, well-being, sports and fitness, entertainment, professional services, education, family, and a number of posts of 6,500. So still a very, very new project at this point. If you do want to go through their light paper, definitely recommend checking it out. It's very easy read again. Not very many words on each screen, but you just kind of get an understanding of the core values, some of the things they are trying to accomplish, what they're after. They want to be this collaborative social media place. They want to kind of unite communities and patrons of their favorite places to be able to promote them and in return get rewards. So you can check out some of the breakdowns on what they're doing here. But overall, pretty damn cool project. Again, if you want to download the app, I was actually going to pull this up because I have it on my phone and go through this, but for time's sake, we can just kind of check out some pictures. So this is when you fire it up, you build your profile, then you have your own type of news feed, which you would scroll down, no different than Facebook. So again, very easy concept to understand. As we kind of work our way through here, though, pretty decent following, 13,000 members on Telegram, and over on Twitter, 11,000, almost 12,000 followers on Telegram. So again, guys, pretty cool little project. What I will say is I like the simplicity of the project. Not every blockchain project needs to be this crazy, world-changing, over-the-top project. Some of these simple guys where we can get some small adoptions, especially on like a global scale, have potential to do really well. And again, I get that. I think people are going to be like, oh, this is shitty and stupid ICO, whatever. But just think about some of the applications you are and some of the things you maybe do in your local community, whether, again, it's going to your favorite coffee shop over Starbucks, or it's going to your favorite microbrewery or small business within your little pocket of town. Like here in my city, I live in a specific neighborhood, couple local pizza shops, coffee shops, couple breweries, couple local bars right here in this own tiny little part of the city, and I love to support those. And I'm not saying that this is going to instantly jump on and you're going to be able to do that, but in time, as more businesses become acclimated, as this grows worldwide in different cities, there is potential here to really kind of make a difference in your community, and this is just one tiny way of connecting it with social media. So that is my opinion on that. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, would seriously love to have you as a subscriber. I always appreciate the little bit of time you dedicate to me every single week. So anyway, you guys are awesome, and I will check you later.